to a Lush Haul! Lush. We are here today to talk to you about Lush. I'm Shelby.
I'm Brie.
And here we are with loads of some of our all-time favorite products in the world. Now, just to let you know, this is going to be a long one, I'll tell you from the very beginning, because we have loads to bring you from Lush. And, well, quite frankly, because I love Lush. And as you can see, I have donned my rainbow colors in homage to Lush, because I kind of believe they're a, you know, they're kind of a save the world peace man.
I got my rainbow too.
So we're floating our rainbows. And I not only have it in the shirt, I've got it in the pants, I've got it in my little hair doohickey, and I have a hat too, but we're gonna skip that. Okay. We have, you're kind of wondering where we're at here. We decided to do this in our kitchen because literally we have so much stuff that there was no way of laying it all out in the room that we have set up for recording. So we are in our kitchen, and I have orders to show you from Lush Online, Lush Stores, and Lush Kitchen. Woohoo! Yes! I have two of these babies. Look at that. Lush Kitchen. For those of you who don't know, Lush Kitchen right now is only in the UK, but I hear rumors that Lush Kitchen is making its way to the United States. Woo! Yeah! And what Lush Kitchen is that they, how would you describe them?
As far as I know, they're pretty much kind of just like, I'd say the tester for Lush, where they make new products and they put them out to see how people would respond before they get them into the actual Lush stores.
They make small batches. And you can order, doesn't matter where you're at, you can order from them. You just go to search for Lush Kitchen online. I'll put the links in the description below. And what's really cool about Lush Kitchen is that you've got an opportunity sometimes to see, they bring back things, maybe there's products that were really popular 5 years ago, and they're bringing them back, and there's only a select amount though, so what you see on there, once it's gone, it's gone. They do very small batches. But I'll tell you, I love ordering from Lush Kitchen, and the shipping rates really aren't that bad. I mean, if you get, you know, mine cost me a bit just because of the fact that I ordered a lot of shower jellies, which are heavy. But for the most part, you can get like £7.95. It's about almost $13 or so US for shipping, somewhere around there. Anyway, I have multiples of many items because a lot of these are our favorites, so rather than taking out each multiple and showing you each copy, we'll just let you know if we have multiples. So let us start with our most recent trip to Lush at the mall. Oh, Lord, smell that, baby. Oh. One of the things I'm absolutely thrilled about is that Lush has brought back Lord of Misrule. Yeah. Look at that, baby.
She's been waiting for that for so long.
Have I ever. Now, what I'll be doing too is I'll be putting close-ups of all the products at some point here so that you can see them. We're just going to sit down, go through all of them, but each product that we do talk about, you will be able to see a close-up of, since we're sitting so far away. Oh, smell that. Now, if you're not a fan of patchouli, you're not going to probably care for Lord of Misrule, but I will tell you this. I have never been a fan of patchouli. And I love Lord of Misrule. So, moral of that story is, don't count it out just because it says it's patchouli. Because I'm telling you, oh Lord, the scents that they have mixed in with these are incredible. Now, I got several of these. I probably should have put everything together at the same time. So we've got 3 of those. Now, this one here, oh, this is, you know, I've been a customer at Lush for a very long time. I've seen this one, and for some reason, I passed it by time and time and time again. I don't know if it was the fragrance or its appearance or what, but something about this just never caught my attention. Now, I noticed that Lush has made the fragrance more potent. They've changed it. And the color is more potent as well. So I have a feeling that's probably, I think they realized too that, you know, they weren't selling the quantity of these that they should based off of the ingredients and what's in this. This is called Creamy Candy. And once I did buy it, I was hooked. Look at that. And you can actually see, if I get a close-up here, do you see these chunks right here? I mean, those are actual pieces of cocoa butter. And when you rub your finger on them, they melt just like cocoa butter would. Look at that. So, I mean, I break these in half. One of these lasts me 2 baths, unless I'm really desperate. Unless I'm in bad shape, then I'll use a whole one. But usually, half of one of these. And I'm telling you, when I get out of the tub, I am so soft and my skin smells luxurious. Oh my Lord. And I have, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, looks like 7 of these. And Brie, why don't you read the description of Creamy Candy?
Lay back into sweet, frothy, and fluffy bubbles that smell like delicate vanilla candles and cotton candy. So it's very sweet.
It is sweet, but boy is it, this is going to be messy. Oh boy. This is, what is this guy? Sparkly Pumpkin? That pretty little boy. Oh, and I forgot, we should probably mention the fact that Creamy Candy, which I just showed you, is a bubble bar, as well as Sparkly Pumpkin. Now, you know, I'm sorry, I'm sitting here talking as if everybody knows what Lush is and what Lush's products are. I'm sure most of you know what a bath bomb is, which is the Lord of Misrule one I first showed you, and obviously a bath bomb has fragrance oils. It has oils that scent your skin. It has properties in it that are soothing for your skin, softening for your skin, and they have color. You put them in the water and they go nuts. You can look on any YouTube video for Lush bath bombs, and there's thousands of videos out there of people recording actually put them in water if you want to see. Now a bubble bar, which is what the candy one and the Sparkly Pumpkin here are a little bit of a different. What these are basically is that, like for instance, this particular one right here, I would not use this entire one in a bath. I would break this in half or cut it in half. And what you do is you turn on, you know, the faucet, warm water, and put this in your hand, put it under the water, and you kind of smush it in your hand as the water's going over it, and it'll literally start dissolving in the water. Now these are particularly moisturizing. They are loaded with cocoa butters and different, actually all different kinds of butters, not just cocoa and coconut butter and oh my gosh, all kinds of things. But on top of it, they're loaded with fragrance, they're loaded with color. Many of them, like this one, have sparkles on them, and they use ones that are made from seaweed and other natural sources, so they're not damaging to our environment, of course. And they are also, did I say they were loaded with fragrance as well? Oh, and bubbles. They have, obviously, this is going to make your bath not only color, like if I were to put this one in there, you can see the inside of it where it's split open there, it's orange in there. So if I were to put this in my water, this is going to turn my bath a lovely pumpkin color orange that's going to have all of these beautiful gold shimmer sparkling throughout it, and it's going to smell like heaven and feel even better. So why don't you tell us what Sparkly Pumpkin's about?
Another amazing thing about their sparkles is that they're biodegradable, so they won't clog up your drains.
True, true. Oh, and I did get 2 Sparkly Pumpkins, so you tell us what Sparkly Pumpkin's all about.
Lush says it's an uplifting blend of juniper berry, grapefruit, and lime oils.
Nice. Now, one of the things that I picked up from Lush Kitchen, and I bought several more, quite a few more than this, but we couldn't wait. Lush used to have a bath bomb called Granny Takes a Dip. That one is no longer being produced, to many people's dismay, but fortunately they have replaced the bath bomb with a bubble bar. Now, I actually purchased these from Lush Kitchen. This is, you know, before they were made available publicly. So you can see here, when it comes from Lush Kitchen, it's very nice because it actually has a label on it, tells you what it is, who it's made by, and there's what she looks like inside the wrapper. I don't want to open them because I don't want them, they start getting hard and dried out. Ready. The sensory explosion of spicy ginger and black pepper will get you all fixed up and ready to go. And their directions state here, crumble your colorful bubble bar under running water to fill your bath with zingy lemon and exotic spices. Puts a little color in your life, and the O. So anyways, I got 5 of these. I only have 3 of these left though. This is one of my all-time favorite bubble bars. I absolutely love it. And I know for a fact what the fragrance is. It's blackcurrant. And that is one of my favorites from Lush. Absolutely love it. Look how beautiful that is. Now this is a much larger, as you can see, I've got large hands. And it takes up my entire palm and then some. So this bubble bar, I mean, depending on, you know, your personal needs, but literally I cut this into quarters. So this will last me for 4 baths. And these, if I remember correctly, are $7.95. I will try and put as much product information down below on each product, their cost, and so on and so forth, so that you have those. But this is the Comforter. You want to tell us what Lush says about the Comforter?
It says, this massive slice of vibrant fruitiness gives the feeling of being enveloped in a warm hug and gently consoled by the friendly fruity aroma of a blackcurrant candy.
Lovely. This is one of their, what they call a bubble rune. And basically it's 2 sides of a bubble bar that's stuck together with coconut butter and all different kinds of yummy goodies and stuff. This one, they're not going to have the description for this. I just wanted to show you guys the difference between a bubble bar and a bubble rune, because they do have bubble runes as well. This is one that is no longer available, so we won't go into discussion about that puppy there. One thing I'm really, really thrilled about, I just showed you the Comforter bubble bar. Now I'm going to show you the Comforter wash. Look at that. Isn't that something? This is a brand new thing to Lush. Probably because myself and several other Lush devotees were dying for a product like this. So we were actually buying our Comforter in the bubble bar format, crushing it up and making a thick paste, and basically making our own shower wash out of bubble bars. And I think Lush finally caught on that people really want this, and here she is. Now this is actually called a shower cream, and it says it's a cuddle in a bottle with cassis absolute and bergamot oil, creating a reassuring fragrance. Now what I really like about these shower creams is not only are they incredibly fragrant, but they are thick. This is not your, this is not your shower gel that is gonna just put in your hand, and when you go to put it on your body, it just drips down your body. This is a really thick, nice, highly fragrant cream. So I am thrilled to have this. And I did only get one of these because They're a little bit costly. Yeah, so anyways, and a lot of people out there will be thrilled to know, of course, like a lot of Luscious products, this particular one is vegan. Next we have the Bright Side, and this is another, oh, I love the fragrance of this one. This is another bubble bar, similar to the Comforter I just showed you in size. Again, you know what I mean, it's pretty thick, and it's a good size bubble bar. So that's a beautiful one too. Look at that. So Brie, why don't you tell us about Bright Side?
Sink in and inhale the uplifting citrus blend of Sicilian? Sicilian mandarin, tangerine, and bergamot oils. And imagine yourself in a sun-drenched locale.
Nice. Okay, so next we have Avo Bath. And this one here is Brianna's favorite. Now we're kind of popping around here a little bit, so forgive me for that, but you know, it is what it is here. We've got a lot of stuff. So this is, again, a bath bomb. And I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it is a light, very light green color. It's got a lovely light fragrance. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Avo Bath?
Oil soften you up, and leave you a softer, supple skin, as well as a brighter outlook.
Wonderful. Now I bought 2 of these. I'll tell you, I wasn't really sure what to think of the Fizz Banger. More than anything, I've noticed, you know, all of their bath bombs hold together wonderfully. I've never had a problem with them, but I have had a problem with the Fizz Banger. And this is why. As you can see, I mean, this is brand new, and it's completely crumbling apart, broken apart, see? So the only one I've ever had this trouble with is this particular bath bomb, the Fizz Banger. But I love the fragrance of it. It's yellow with blue on the inside. Makes a beautiful color in your tub. I bought 3 of these. 2 of them are completely crushed like that, and this one's on its way out. So why don't you tell us about Fizz Banger?
The scent changes right before your nose, pulling you in with a delectable blend of crisp apples and cinnamon that settles into a spicy cinnamon toffee.
Yeah, it's a nice fragrance. Okay, and next we have Space Girl. Now, this one, I'm not really quite sure what to think of this one. Out of all the bath bombs, for some reason, this one is always sold out. So I've never had an opportunity to buy it. I mean, literally, I go to Lush all the time. Enough that everyone knows my name when I walk in the door. But this one's always sold out. So I don't have any experience with this one yet. But it looks like it's got fine silver glitter all over it. So why don't you tell us about Space Girl? Bath bomb, by the way.
It's shaped like Saturn with added space dust for our alien friends, and the refreshing scent of black currant sweeties will make you hungry for your own space adventures.
Nice. Okay. Next we have the Butterball, and this is a bath bomb, and it's a little tiny one in comparison to the other ones, as you can see by the size of my hand in comparison. But let's see if I can get close enough. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but there are little chunks, like I can see them all through here. Little chunks. See those? Those are actual pieces of cocoa butter in there. This may be one of the smaller bath bombs that Lush has, but hands down, this is one of the it is just incredible. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Butterball, Brie?
Our vanilla-scented bath bomb is anything but boring when you lay back into a cozy white blanket of creamy, buttery froth.
Boy, isn't ever. Moving right along, let's go into shower jellies. Now again, this is an item I bought from Lush Kitchen, but it is, if I remember correctly, now available on Lush's website. I'm not sure, did you see the refresher at the store? I don't think I saw it last time we were there, but I know it's on its way to stores. What this is a very unique product. And Brie and I haven't really decided if we love it or not yet. I can tell you, I love the fragrance. I love the feel of it. It's the problem I'm having with it is figuring out how exactly to use it, because basically what you do, where's my open one? Okay, let me show you guys an open one here. Get up close. This is a solid, see that? It's like a, literally it is a jelly. And you can see here where I've torn off little pieces, okay? So what you're supposed to do is rip off a hunk of this out of here, and then you can put it on a bath sponge or, you know, whatever you want to use to wash your body. But the problem I have is that every time I rip off a chunk of this and try and put it on something to then wash my body, it ends up going whoop, and it ends up on the floor or in the sink or whatever. So while I absolutely love the fragrance, oh my god, this is amazing. Love the fragrance, love the way it feels once I can get it on my skin, but actually getting it from here to my skin is a little bit of an issue right now.
I'm just tempted to take the whole thing.
I know. So am I. So am I. Okay, this is again the Refresher Shower Jelly. Lemon jelly is hard to resist. It's also hard to hold. Use it cold in the shower to give ultimate refreshing blast to your morning routine. Now I bought, how many of these? I think I bought 5. 4? Did I buy 4? Because you've got 1 and then we got 3 here. Now let me show you. I'm going to open one of these. Oh my god. Literally, if I could describe the way this smells, it's like you took a bunch of lemons, smushed them up, and then added sugar. The sweetest sugar to it. Oh, it's incredible. Okay. Up close and personal. Welcome. Now again, see how it's actually solid. I mean, you can see how it pulls away from the container here, right? Now, if I take I bet that was quite the sound effect for everybody. There you go. See what I mean? I mean, it is really a shower jelly.
It has little fine sparkles all throughout it.
Yeah, you can, I don't know if you can see on the camera here, but it has a golden, I mean, it's not yellow. It's like it's yellow because of all the gold shimmer in it. If you can see that. Oh, but it smells so wonderful. But you can imagine, this isn't exactly the most convenient thing to be, you know, this isn't exactly the most convenient medium to take this and rub it on your body. What Lush needs to do is they need to create like a little netting or something that can contain, like this is a large size and then they have a smaller one also that's about half of this. What they need to do is they need to create like a little netting that can hold the large one or hold half of it, you know, because you really don't want to put this whole thing, get it all wet anyways, and have it, you know, melt down. It'd be really clever if they could create some kind of netting that you can slice a piece of this off, put it inside the netting, and then have the whole thing to scrub on your body. That would work as an exfoliator. Oh! I caught it in my hair, if you can believe that.
It attacked me.
Anyway, so this is a really, it's a really nice product. And I'll tell you, if you have kids, they would love this. Nope. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, just to let everyone know, since a lot of you out there are beauty lovers, and you probably deal with MAC at some point, and you know MAC has the program Back to MAC. Well, Lush has a very similar program. If you bring back 5 clean Lush pots or tubes that have the recycle logo on them, then you'll get 1 fresh mask for free. Now let me tell you, that is a killer deal. So anybody out there that has Lush products that come in these kind of containers, whether the black ones, the clear ones, doesn't matter. If it has the recycle logo on it, right there. Come on, camera. if it has that recycle logo right there, you see that little guy? Then you can return these, save up 5 of them. And with 5 of them, go to Lush, take them in, 5 clean jars, and you get a free fresh face mask. And I'm telling you, wait till we get to our fresh face masks, because yes, we have a lot of those too. And those are one of our favorite items from Lush. Now we have one of the products that I've absolutely been dying for. Lord of Misrule Shower Cream. Now you notice this is considerably smaller than my comforter. I mean, it's, and you know, in the UK, the comforter, by the way, is 16.9 fluid ounces. My poor little Lord of Misrule is only 8.4 ounces. In the UK, they have these clear up to liter size bottles. This is the biggest one we have in the United States. Come on, Lush! Come on! This is something I have been dying for, because literally all the years that I have been a Lush customer, Lord of Misrule has been one of many products, I might add, that I've never had a chance to get my hands on. It is just sold out so fast, it's unbelievable. It doesn't matter if it's the, you know, bath bombs or this or whatever else that they make with the Lord of Misrule scent, it's sold out. Shower creams are new this year, of course, but I sure wish they get the bigger sizes, because these are expensive. And quite frankly, if I'm going to spend the amount of money, I think this was, if I remember correctly, I have to look at my receipt, but I think this was $18. So it's, you know, it's not cheap. And if I'm going to spend that much, I want the big kahuna, okay? Now, this says, a feast for the senses. Get down and earthy with this mischievous herbal blend of spicy black pepper and patchouli oils. And again, for those of you out there that hear the word patchouli and go, ooh, trust me, try this. Go into a Lush store and stick your nose into something that is Lord of Misrule. Because I'm telling you, this is not your normal patchouli scent. Whatever that they've mixed this with, or I don't know if it's the black pepper or if there's something else in there that has an effect on the patchouli. But it, you know, patchouli to me is normally a very strong, potent, it's one of those fragrances when you've been around somebody who wears patchouli oil, you can smell it on your clothes and like bleeding out of your pores for days, because it's that strong of a fragrance. This isn't like that. This is not that strong patchouli offensiveness that sometimes gets me with patchouli. This is very pleasant, so I was very happy with this. And quite frankly, like I said, I want the liter size. They don't sell it in the United States. All I could get was the 8.4, and I would have got more than that, but they were sold out already. Okay.
Okay, so this is the Rub 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 Scrub, and this is one of my, if not my #1 essential, I need Lush products. I have bumps on my arms. I'm not sure what that's called.
Chicken skin.
I don't think that's...
They call it chicken skin.
Alright, then I have that. But I have very bumpy skin on my arms, and this Rub 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 Scrub is the only thing I have ever used that has helped with it. And it's just, if I could only have one thing from Lush, it would be this, because it has helped so much. And I actually found out about this because we had went to a store down south. Is it south?
East.
East. Down east.
We went to another Lush store.
Yeah. And it was the first store we had ever gone to about Lush, from Lush. And, you know, I'd become pretty good friends with people there because we've been there so much. And this one lady there, she has the same problem as me, and so she recommended this because she said it helped with her. And it really, really does. So if you have that issue, I, #1, recommend this. 100%.
Let me show them what it looks like. Good description. And I will tell you, too, that this, to describe what this is, it's an exfoliator, basically. It's an exfoliator, but it's a moisturizing, gentle, safe for the environment exfoliator. This exfoliator does not have microplastic beads in it. So this is not, you know, a lot of those exfoliators out there in the market, that you see all those little beads in them, a lot of them contain they're actual plastic beads. And so, you know, when those plastic beads go down the drain and they go into our environment, they're not breaking down. They're not composting because they're plastic. And they're getting into our environment. They're getting into
our fish.
Our fish. They're doing a lot of damage. So think twice before you go out and purchase those lovely little shower gels that are cheap in the store with those little exfoliating plastic beads in it. Look at the ingredients. Make sure, you know, little things help. I mean, every little thing you do to keep something out of our environment that's harmful, you're making a difference.
Here's my number one recommendation. If you can't pronounce the ingredients, then it's most likely not the best for our environment.
Or for your skin, for that matter. Okay, so anyways, rub, rub, rub. Back to this here. It says, the ultimate salt scrub. Salt scrub. For temptingly soft, touchable skin. Scrub all over and step out of the shower smelling like fresh orange blossoms. And this is an absolutely lovely fragrance. Now let me show you. Oh, it's just incredible. I know it's hard to see because I can't tip the darn thing to show you. But if you can see on the lid here, possibly, it's very, very fine. I mean, you're not going to be having big, huge chunks of salt tearing your skin up. This is one of the more gentle, but most effective, but most gentle exfoliator I've ever used as well. So I not only bought this for Brianna, I bought this for me as well. But what's even more exciting is that on top of the rub, rub, rub scrub, now they've made it in a different format. So what did you want to say?
I will say, number one, I'm not a big fan of the scent of it, but that's just I'm really not. I love it. I'm not a big fan of orange at all. I had this one experience as a kid. I can't really remember what it was, but it just, I think it was these orange cinnamon rolls. And just the smell of it makes me sick to my stomach. And ever since that, I can't stand the smell of orange.
So she doesn't care for the scent of it. Next!
And what I do with that scrub, since I really have bad skin on my arms, I take the scrub and I put it on just dry at first, like without having my skin wet at all. And then I really rub it in there, and then I get my hand wet and I do it again. And then I wash it off, instead of going in the shower and getting wet and then doing it, because it makes it a lot softer of a scrub.
Clever. Okay, so, good advice. Now, rub, rub, rub. Lush has done a wonderful thing with rub, rub, rub. They've made it, in my opinion, for people who need the product, but they want it to be a little bit more, maybe a little more abrasive. Not harmful abrasive, but maybe, you know, they want the product to work better for them in terms of exfoliating. Lush has created the Rub, Rub, Rub Scrub Block. So, everything that we just talked to you about is now in this format. So they've created it into a solid block. Look at that. And I will tell you, now I bought two of these. I bought, again, one for Brie and one for me. This definitely, in my opinion, we'll see what you think after I say. In my opinion, the smell is the same. The color is the same. The ingredients are likely very similar, if not the same. But the effect that this has on your skin versus the rub, rub, rub in the jar is drastically different. When I use the rub, rub, rub in the jar, I get a very, almost a soft exfoliating experience. This is much more moisturizing feeling on my skin. I can feel the exfoliating properties of it working, no question, but it's not like scrubby, 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 okay? When I use the rub, rub, rub bar, it is scrubby, scrubby, scrubby. I mean, you can really feel the exfoliating properties of this. What do you think? What's your experience using it?
I'd say the same thing. I would be careful definitely when you're using that bar because number one, don't leave it in the shower because
it'll melt.
And it gets squishy. Like yeah, when it gets wet, so I wouldn't put a lot of pressure on it.
It's basically a good way to throw the whole product away, which I learned the hard way.
And it's kind of interesting too because when I said I use the normal scrub dry, that's pretty much the same effect that the bar gives when it's wet. So it is much more abrasive. Mm-hmm. And I have done it where I've pushed too hard, my skin kind of burned afterwards. Of course, normally it wouldn't do that. That was just my fault. But I do really like it.
Yeah, so it's definitely, I mean, if you're looking for, you know, if you're looking for that much more intense scrub, maybe you really want to exfoliate, say, your legs or your arms or whatever. Maybe you're getting ready to self-tan and you really want to get in there and exfoliate. That bar literally will exfoliate anything. Okay, so on to the next thing. I bought 3 pints of these.